Time when many businesses are cutting back, one sector in particular seems to be exceeding expectations. You may have noticed increased activity in your area as film production returns to local streets and businesses. The likes of Sony, Netflix, Disney, Amazon, CBS, and Hulu have been filming shows and movies throughout the city as Hollywood studios look for safer locations to shoot amid the pandemic. Judging by the lights, camera, and action on the streets of Hamilton, it appears the show does go on.
It's a little bit of a surprise to some people to see how much production is actually coming back.
Despite a pandemic-induced 4-month shutdown, Hamilton has already seen over 100 registered productions compared to 141 all of last year.
Last year we had about $60 million come in related to film. Since we've come back from COVID, we've had about $36 million spent so far.
The city's film office says the uptick in production is being enjoyed throughout the province.
Because we have really good restrictions in place and really good protocols in place to keep everybody healthy, that's actually been something that's very attractive to the industry when some of the other production centers or traditional production centers in the U.S. are maybe having a tougher time with the pandemic.
And studios are making the most of their time here in Hamilton.
Venues that would normally have banquets or weddings, so they're obviously down. They're hosting a lot of films, so places like Unistation, the Ancaster Mill.
Changing up poster cases.
For over 100 years, the Playhouse Cinema has shown movies, but this time around, the charming theater will star in one.
That's the cinema from that Netflix series.
COVID regulations have placed a unique strain on cinemas, but unlike megaplexes, the Playhouse is independently owned.
Our capacity's been restricted and there's extra protocols.
So any extra revenue goes a long way to keep the cinema entertaining audiences, albeit a limited one.
Running and restoring a 100-year-old cinema, it's never over.
You just use it like you would a bar of soap.
Over on James Street North, the Pale Blue Dot, a store specializing in sustainable items and antiques, is niche enough, and the pandemic didn't help.
And it's definitely been slow.
So when a location manager took to the shop's aesthetic, the offer was a welcome boost.
$2,500 for the day. Yeah, I think that's their going rate for a 12-hour production. We're just trying to pay rent right now and keep stock in the store and be able to pay our staff. So we're just happy to be able to be sustained.
While most film sets have their own catering services, the city says most production companies have been buying gift cards from local restaurants that are in the area where they're filming. And to add on that, just want to say that 9,000 people in Hamilton work in the film industry.